That guy must be insane to do that. It's a shame I had to have Mr. Incredible on target on the console again. Oop, I had everything. This is my line stand like a false contour. I gotta do the best I can. I still love women, I do. I still love sexy girls. How to get a new how to get a new girlfriend. Let's do that. I need to find some tips. Need to figure out how to do that.
Be attracted to women in general. When you meet that girl that's perfect and right for you, she's probably going to overlook you, not be attracted to you, and you're going to miss her opportunity. As with everything else in life, being an attractive man will be hard to find. Assuming that you're just going to step up to the plate when you meet your dream girl is like assuming you're going to hit a home run in the World Series if you've never picked up a baseball bat. It's simply not going to happen. And even putting skill aside, let's say you already somehow were good with girls, you just got out of a relationship, and now you want to just go meet that huge problem with this, and that is that one of the most unattractive things you can be to a woman is needy. If you're coming from a place of scarcity, if you talk to a woman and you absolutely need her because you have no other options and you're relying on her to make your life okay, that's incredibly unattractive. Most of the guys I know who meet the woman of their dreams are actually actively dating and having lots of alternatives and lots of amazing girls in their life, and then they meet one who stands out. But at that time, they have other options. They're not needed. Not like, oh my God, if I don't get this one girl, it'll ruin my life. And that very lack of needing, that very abundance mentality makes them more attractive to that girl they eventually decide to settle down with. Finally, if you go with too much of a tunnel focus on I want a girlfriend, I want a serious relationship, and it comes across that way, that can come across as needy or pushy or too much too fast for the girl as well. So there are so many reasons why going directly with like, I just want to meet that one girlfriend really is shooting yourself in the foot. So in short, based on 20 years of experience, that approach of I just want to meet the one simply doesn't work. What does work is working on yourself, learning game, and then dating women who you think might be the one until you find the one. The second type of guy who will ask me this question is the guy who on paper is doing well with a girl who just is not happy with the girl that he's meeting. Perhaps he's meeting a lot of girls that are kind of cute but not as hot as he would like. Or maybe he's meeting some really hot girls, but he doesn't find that they're compatible with them. He doesn't want to keep them around for the long term because they don't have a lot in common or because it's just sex. And in particular, a lot of guys in the second category are guys who have succeeded through online dating, and they're getting an abundance of dates and they have an active sex life, but they're just not thrilled about the girl. So what should guy number two do? Ironically, he should do the thing that's messing up guy number one. Guy number one needs to have some success with women in general before he's ready for this step. Guy number two is ready. Guy number two needs to do is he needs to actually get more selective. And he needs to unlearn the things that we're doing. One of these guys, guy number two, the first step for you is to just cut out the bottom, say 25 to 33% of the that you reach. Go after what only the site. And yes, they're going to want to grow the man up your game with you. So it's not a comfortable step, but it's a necessary. If you're this guy, you've already been through the process of getting good at game in the first place, and you recall that it wasn't always easy. You recall that there was a time when you couldn't get as many numbers into you, and you had to go and do some regression and change your process. What you need to do is be man enough to put up a little bit of that back. Understand it's better for the soul to be rejected by the girl who really wants than to spend a bunch of time wasting it with a girl that you know there's no future. And one more harsh truth. If you're a guy who likes to use the opportunity for your dating life, maybe you need to go offline for some of the dating girls. So those are the first couple steps you'll need to do here this week. The next thing you'll need to do though is you're going to actually I'm going to briefly here, but I'll refer you to the rest of the channel and I'll put these things in part. The next thing you'll need to do is you need to look at creating. If you go in and you just let it go against you, and you are on sort of the same social and physical attractiveness level as her, then it's pretty well. You just need it's a conversation. Something to get on your radar. Once they like you, once you have their attention, you can do all of the same things that make them attractive to the girl you're attracted to. 10, you can give to you as the same way with 8. How are your students doing work? Take the writers of Revenue's comprehensive AI learning assistance. Using to help students create better ideas and write. Document the process. Check with the proposed manageable text. Site sources provided with text. CIO business school. It's not just a blog, it's a responsibility I love this is getting her into the process of the chef which means you need to be more focused. Final thing you need to work on is the caliber of girls you're getting in your life is you're going to need to get rid of some of your leveling behavior. You have some habits in your game that have worked for you up to now that you do need to get rid of. And you probably know what these are. They're probably the stock moves, the gimmicky moves, the moves that when you do them, your brain kind of shuts off and the intensity of conversation goes down. In any case, I have a lot of videos on the concept of leveling. You can check them out. It's a complicated concept, but that's the final thing you're going to need to do to calibrate. But in this video, we're not just talking about sex, we're talking about girlfriends. So there's one other very important wrinkle, which is compatibility. We're not just looking for girls that we have good sex with, we're looking for girls that we enjoy time with in the long term, potentially girls that are aligned with us to such a degree that we could potentially get married or even have kids with them. The first step in finding the girl you can compatibility is to actually stop and think what that girl is. A lot of guys have never done this. They just think, oh, that girl is wonderful, that girl is wonderful. They don't think about it, does this girl do the same thing that if this girl like it, if this girl doesn't want to get into the conversation. You must have it's the other one. When you do a little list out for yourself 5 physical things that you don't like to do. Not talking what she loves, or not talking her tan is, what shape she is. Although if she goes to the gym, that could be part of it, not just character. Talking about things that you might not necessarily see at a glance. Make this girl that based on like how you step you go using this list very practical. First thing I want you to do is you have this avatar picture in your head of who she would be. Next step is ask yourself, where would this girl go? If she's very fit, maybe gym. Maybe look at sports league places people want things to her to really fit really fit. If she's very educated, education necessary for that profession. If she's very wealthy, maybe putting the time and effort to get into high-end fish where the fish are.
Look at a woman, yes.
In particular, these don't know the ways that there are different types of exclusive experiences. If it wasn't a person family value, what we concerned, it actually turns out that this area is particularly good for leading the method because a lot of dating is shifting from more than just one-time dating to working events, things like clubs, that sort of thing. So it's actually making it easier to date. Second thing you're going to do is this creative. Once you've already found what the girls to talk to, is you're going to actually look across the screen. You're going to check and find out if these girls are the thing you're looking for. So if the girl you can talk to, well, ask her. Better yet, challenge her. If the girl is interested in spontaneous, maybe tell the girl some stories about you being interested in spontaneous and get her to put something. Something like this is incredibly powerful for two reasons. Number one, you are actually identifying the things you're looking for. And by virtue of that, you're actually going to be engaged in the conversation, you're interested in what you're going to become interested in. Also, the very active screening, the very fact that you have standards you're looking for, and you are asking the girls to meet those standards versus the normal dating dynamic. The normal dating dynamic is that the girl is on a pedestal and the guy is chasing and hoping she'll like him. As soon as you're screening girls, as soon as you have standards, you're reversing that dynamic. Now she needs to impress you. The girls really value guys who are not easy to get, guys who make them chase, guys who have standards, guys who show the abundance of the world. So screening is so powerful, not only for finding the girl, but also for attracting. Two final pieces of advice for everyone. First of all, if you want a relationship, realize that relationships go over a long period of time. It's not just about what you promise the girl, it's about delivering. So not only should you work on your game, which you absolutely should and must, you also should work on yourself. Because you are going to be spending time with the girl as yourself, and your true self is going to come out. If you are passionate about things in life, that's it's still making yourself more successful, that's because you're more successful lifestyle. The more you can make yourself actually high value,
Lots of remember to date a girl.
just the kind of high value presentation, the better opportunity. Finally, you need to realize that the way to be the one is to become attractive to women in general. Until then, you can find the one all you want. She's not going to be interested in you. She's not going to be interested. Once you're attractive in general, now you can.
I never ever want to be single there now. I don't want to be single now. Alright, here goes nothing.
I promise you one thing.
Right.
I'm going to show you everything how to take a girl from point A to point B and drop the top. Think of this. I'm only going to build a sales process for you. I'm only going to see our I'm going to show you the step by step how to get from A to Z. You're going to try to make this happen. If this is something you want I'm stuck in the same thing that you see.
Yeah.
Until the 3-year relationship was, she's already turned off. And she gets spent inspiration. This duration on man is powerful. Like that, look at the component. She didn't think about it. On top of that, because you're so desperate, you're further pushing her away. And then push away, you're going to it again. It's this vicious cycle that keeps continuing. And then on top of that, it's everything wrong, right? right? But that's the love of it. You have a great time because you go through this, that, and this. You're not truly in love. You're not in the whole BS and limited college like you truly love. Think about it this way. Everyone is limited to love, and magically, somehow, everyone is a free love within your life. I know I don't think it's impossible. Statistically, you just find a beautiful girl that you love her characteristics that match perfectly with you, and that's the girl that you end up wanting to spend the rest of your life with. But usually, that beautiful girl will only be a girl that's within your vicinity that you have access to, which is why in this video, I want to give you as much access as possible so you can find those characteristics that you're truly looking for. You get rid of these first two problems, everything else I'm about to give you, it's cake because it's truly that simple. See, if you're starting from ground zero, you're still what you want, you're still watching it, and you're realizing, oh, they have the point. Well, they have the point. I am upset. I'm also a loser. You're already off to a great start. Because when you start with nothing, you got nothing to lose. This is why it's a numbers game for you, right? This is the most important step. Again, remember, I'm going to treat this like a sales funnel. Now, if you've ever done anything in sales, you also understand that it is a numbers game. And you want to outreach as much as possible. That means you should usually have a few verticals, right? You have your daily and if you're simple, you never have no which I explain to you. Every single daily possible. You also have daily pickup, right? Daily pickup is usually better than night pickup. Night pickup is this right? If you go farther, yes. If you're just trying to obviously night pickup. The day pickup is for trying to find that little like a smart phone. We're talking about the gym. We're talking about your direction. Talking about the talking about the and these places and you're really attending it with constant activity, which is why we can find certain quality education. Social media, and you can you start picking up activity on chat, spinning, what activity you pick up, watching art, it's a high concentration of repair where you can start to join it. So much easier because you know when you join these groups, right? So imagine you're doing all and then it's just those, right? Right? And then you talk to one another. Dating and how it's should be one activity a week. What's happening is that over the course of the week, to a month, you can connect to anywhere between 60 to 100 people. Now imagine
With Google Workspace, Calendar lets you share your latest availability, so customers can book time on your calendar without any back and forth. That's appointment scheduling made easy with Google Workspace.
close rate is 2%, which means 2% out of the 100 that you talk to actually are interested enough to give you their phone keys. That's 2 girls, bro. That's already 2 girls you did not have a month ago before watching this video. It is that simple. And remember, because you're starting from ground zero, you got nothing to lose and everything to gain. And that's everything for those 2 girls that you would have never had contact with had you not listened to me in this video. That's just 1 month, bro. That's just 30 days. In 30 days, I'm getting you from 0 to 2. You don't even have to.
Yeah, we have to make it go my dream.
I am ready.
I will be. Yeah, money. Yes, money. It's fresh. Yeah. It's everybody. The fresh catch is like frozen on bass or something. This is what it is against.
AJ can feel better than that.
White, smelly. I couldn't even take a bite.
So on the price of really fix this bar. It's crazy, but you change the way you dance. I need you to come through. Usually, I don't think it's a problem. I'm shame. It's so people should prove this place now. There's one by shame. By the probably by many lies. And it's 32 days of the nation change. But you're not going to find it. Oh, that end up like that. You put it good. Your food is the worst I've ever seen. Thanks. I don't think so. Really? Yeah. Well, you should stop cooking tomorrow and not cook anymore. Your food stinks. Let me explain something to you. Yeah. Buy them your dinner tonight because you blew it. Because you blew it. And how dare you cook on my dinner? You a fool. Situation is everyone get ready.
This car, she needs to be
We have to push more towards a corporate atmosphere and less towards a pirate atmosphere.
Not less. Pirates is dead.
I guess we need to pirates and
Guys, we gotta clear this market. Yeah, we're dead. I didn't know it's exactly what you said. We're gonna make a success of this.
No.
It needs to be. There's one thing here. Itself, you get walking in doesn't work. So, are you just saying progress? That's the vehicle. I'm done with this. I am not going to even wait by some over everything. Get that camera in your face.
Asshole.
This place is a disaster, and the owner is the biggest disaster of all.
Oh boy, here we go.
Does everybody know it? Joe this bar, right? Here's the deal. You guys come back in 3 days after I fix it, and then you tell me what you think, okay? Game on you.
Oh!
Guys, I'd be less than honest if I didn't say I wasn't disappointed, right? My biggest disappointment lies with you.
You too. Well, you can make it happen. How do you do? You made this is my first test. This was the night you saw this what you are. Here's me now. You figure now. You were like this one.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe have a glass of water. Really, I love their drink. Just a little too much for me to handle, especially since I've told them all these times.
The poor horse.
What can you tell me from those working on that stuff? He thinks this is funny.
Oh, this girl's nowhere to head. I'm just losing my mind about these people.
No, we're gonna.
Yeah.
It's a pizza hut.
Look at her face.
I think the dog must be terrible. I can tell.
Is this what happens when you're just focusing on the
He's not watching.
Mm.
It's just not even there.
I just
No, the face